you are anything like me and are just happy it's Friday, then hey, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state and world that we live in. I think we are up and running on Instagram as well. So holy cow, figured it out. Me and Tech again. We ain't pals. But hey, thanks for playing along this entire week. We'll end the show with some fun, some FAFO. That is blank around and find out, petting fuzzy cows edition. And fuzzy cows, of course, are our friends, the bison. If you didn't know that, there's the bison. Bison is the buffalo's biological name. Bison. Whatever. Look, I don't make this stuff up. It's just stuff I'm told. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you hanging out here. There was a story that we covered yesterday, and we were kind of giving Governor DeSantis in Florida, we're kind of giving him a high five. Again, this isn't politics. This isn't political. If you like him, you don't like him, whatever. It's no big deal. He signed a ban on lab-grown meat in the state of Florida. So fake meat is adios in the state of Florida. None of that stuff. Take that nonsense somewhere else. And I actually applauded him for that. I really did. I don't trust many things that come out of a lab, so I'm for that. He's not my governor. It's not here in the state of Arizona, but hey, I like to see what they're doing out there. Let's see how it works. You know, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out. So we'll see if if that actually sticks. We'll see how much lab-grown meat. I don't know how you regulate that. I guess it can't be sold or imported, but you know, there's going to be somebody from a neighboring state rolling down there and just bringing their lab meat. I don't know. But anyway. Then another article I saw today, something that is important. And the reason why I bring this up is because I do my very best to feed myself with game meat. My animal proteins come from game meat. So when I see things like this, what's up, Lynn? When I see things like this, I start to go, I think I'm on the right track. And I encourage you to find game meat, to get involved with the processor, get involved with a butcher, get involved with a restaurant owner, anything that you can get, or just go out and hunt yourself. Anytime you can get some game meat, I think we're going the right way, because there was a new Bill Gates run study that the FDA or I believe FDA or the USDA, maybe it's USDA, this jumping on board here in the study. Apparently, most farmers in a certain portion of the country need to test each and every one of their livestock for a bird flu-like outbreak that might transfer to humans through the beef. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Not going to get in conspiracy theories. I'm not going to get political. I'm just going to say it's good to have a source of protein that comes from the sky, the streams, the lakes, the oceans, and the desert, and the high mountains. That's it. I'm just happy to have that. Happy to have a freezer full. I'm happy to have places like Blue Rooster, where I can go if I don't get drawn for anything. I can go. I love having a 365-day hunting season here in Arizona. Absolutely love it. Jackrabbit, Eurasian dove, anything, pigeon, anything I want to go and feed my family with, I can go do that. And I'm very thankful for that. I really am. It's comforting knowing that if these things keep going down this rabbit hole of lab-grown meat and what do they call them? Impossible burgers. If someone has had that, and I think Impossible is the company, if anybody has had those and thinks that it's a better alternative or a substitute to beef or chicken or any kind of animal protein, just look at the ingredients. It's absolutely absurd. You showed the list of ingredients on the bison burger that I just served, and I can just show them the list of ingredients for an Impossible burger. Show my doctor. My doctor will say, that one, bison, please, all day long, like as much as you can. As a matter of fact, I told you what my doctor said. She said that when you mix the beef with, you mix the bison or the Watusi with the beef fat, go with the 70-30 blend instead of an 80-20, meaning more fat. It's good for you. So says my doctor. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on the radio. So that was it. Getting ready for a trip to head down to Mexico and do some fishing. Anybody wants to tell me the good place to shore fish from Puerto Peñasco? The cool kids call it Rocky Point. If you want to, if you know any good Rocky Point fishing spots, just let me know. Not really interested in charting a boat. I really don't want to spend a ton of money. And I just think that shore fishing is so much fun. I shore fish in the lakes, love it. I shore fish in the ocean, Love it. So if you guys got some, I've got some good tips. But I'm really looking at line now. Line and type of rod and reel would be awesome if I can get some feedback on that. Would be super. But the reason I bring that up is I have for several years spoken of the ills of social media. There are some bad things social media got going on. A lot of bad things, and mostly it deals with the underdeveloped mind. You see, your brain isn't really developed until like 24, 25 years old. And the majority of people on social media, in certain types of social media platforms, don't have fully functioning or fully developed brains yet. So social media can absolutely turn their brains into mush. It's terrible, but I'm going to say it. Social media, it might be one of the best things for the outdoors there is. I'm being serious. When done right, okay, that's a key. It could be one of the most educational. Thanks, Garen. How you doing, buddy? It could be one of the most educational. It could be one of the most encouraging, and it could darn well be one of the best things for conservation, one of the best conservation tools we could possibly have in social media. And I have said several times on air, and y'all know me for 16 years, we've been doing this. Not this show, we've been doing the show for 11 years, but 16 years I've been doing political talk radio, news talk radio. And I've said several times that the comment section, not this comment section, because you guys are rocking and rolling. We love having you here. Most of the comment sections in social media is some of the darkest, ugliest, most vile things that in our entire society is a comment section. These trolls just love hiding that anonymity. They love hiding behind their screen name, and they can just talk trash and just destroy people. I've actually had people call for open, when I talk about hunting, call for open season on my kids. It's just gross. But again, that's done wrong. When done right, social media is the way to go. I simply went to one of the forums online. I think it was on Facebook. Reddit has a few as well. And I just said fishing and shore fishing, Rocky Point, Mexico. Oh my Lord. And there are so many comments. There's so many things to read, so many cool things that people, hey, I went to this point. This is what I got. This is what I threw. This is the line that I was using. Actually, the line that I was using is Eddie, I know you're not hiding. That the line use, I'm kind of off on that one. I don't know if we're using braided line out there. I don't know what kind of pound test I need to have out there. So if anybody, once again, fishing Puerto Peñasco, let me know if you got any good advice. But like even going to AZ Anglers on so backcountry hunters and anglers, going onto these Facebook sites and in these groups and these YouTube groups and just asking a question. Hey guys, new to the group, really appreciate you. Ask on AZ Anglers right there. It's right, get them exactly. And so by one of my favorite names in history is Guillermo. I just love saying that word. I do not know why, but good for you, man. That's I don't know. That's one of my favorite names. That you just go and ask a question, like you said, ask on AZ English. Pop, 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 pop. I did not believe this because I was anti. I was anti anything social media in the outdoors. I was just so anti for so long. And then my friend Carrie came to me. You guys know her from radio and around the way. Her husband was the GM of the Suns D-backs. Carrie Dozer. She said, "Hey, I have a question about fly fishing. I think it was a cousin or brother-in-law or something like that, is really into fly fishing. I have a question on what kind of nice type of leaders to waders to buy him." And I didn't know anything at the time about fly fishing. So I said, you know something? Go ask on this, and I think one of them was AZ English. She came back the next day. She goes, I'm overwhelmed. She goes, I have to sift through all of these wonderful suggestions by these wonderful people that took time out of their day to answer my question. Someone who doesn't even hunt or fish, to answer my question and help me out. And I was hooked. I was like, there's no other way. Look, I have a lot of answers to a lot of things. Once again, jack of all trades, master of none. But I always just send people, look, if you want a plethora of advice from a lot of people with eyes on this, boom, just go to these groups on social media and go. And that is so encouraging because I've seen, you look at the news. The news is always going to tell you that, we're banning TikTok and Facebook and poisoning kids. I don't disagree with that. Totally poisoning kids' minds. But us grown-ups, us middle-aged cats, guess what? we can actually sift through and realize that, yeah, if somebody says something ugly or you're some idiot that doesn't know, how dare you have an outdoor show and you don't know which leader to use in Puerto Penasco, Mexico. Okay, fine. That doesn't bother me. I ask questions. That's how I learn. And I think we've done that together. Have we not? For 11 years, we've just been learning all of this together and having a good time and chatting about it. And I just appreciate you being here. But that can actually save. Now, on the other side of this, if you're that person that sees that question, be that person for real. Keep being that person. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was down there last month. Here's what I saw. Here's where I went. Here's what I threw. Here's what I caught. And be that person. You're going to look again. We've covered this a few weeks ago. Your spot's not your spot. We all get to play in this beautiful outdoor playground. We get to, in every piece of it is ours together collectively. It's one of the tenets of the North American model of wildlife conservation. It is a public resource. It's ours to have. So if you find a cool spot and you're like, here's what I did, you should go check it out. Or here's the charter that I took a charter. Eddie will check it out in a second. But I mean, here's the charter I took, and they were great. They were this, they were that, or they sucked. It was awful. They were rude. They acted like they didn't want to be there. I've been on charters both ways, by the way. And I had to pull out of that my opinion. This was my opinion because I'm a nice guy, guys. I really am. This, as much as it seems like I'll come at people, especially on the news talk side of my job. I'm a nice dude. So I usually leave two types of reviews. Okay. A good review or no review. I had to change that when I realized, is when it came to charters, especially. If there's a bad charter, I don't want any of my people wasting their money. I'm not trying to take this guy's business out, but I don't want any of my people wasting money on a garbage charter. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. And I'm like, oh, Mike, you were on that boat and you didn't see the same thing? Yeah, well, actually I did. I just didn't want to say anything. No, be that guy. Be that lady. Be that human. Be that conservationist. Be that celebrator. Be that apologist of the outdoors is for everybody. And so this is where social media can be so much fun. You know what? If you have a hobby, say it's crawdads. Yes, I say crawdads. Is that the? I know it's regional. Crawfish, crawdads, stink bugs, not stick bugs. Did I say stick bugs? Maybe I need some coffee. I promise there's coffee in this. Mm-hmm. Check this out. This is one of the new Canyon Cooler mugs. Look at that thing. Oh, it's got my favorite animal in the world right there, the hummingbird. I'm a hummingbird guy. Go ahead. But it's got, look at this, Arizona. This is all Arizona all day. This thing is a piece of art. It's fantastic. Get over to canyoncoolers.com and use the code GOSHOW. You're gonna get, I believe, 15% off your order. So it's be good. Anyway, the crawfish, crawdads, whatever it is. If that's your thing, start a group. Educate people. I'd love to go throw a net and learn throw a trap and learn how to do that. I would absolutely love. I only had them one time and it was delicious. They're like little shrimps, little lobsters. They're fantastic. Yeah. But be that person. That's just what I'm encouraging you to do. Be that person each and every time. If you can find something that you like to do, be that person. If you start some project, and me, I am so ADHD, good grief. I start projects on the week. I'll start 4 projects on the week and finish none of them. I just move on to squirrel, moving on to the next one. And if you start a project on or you find something on Amazon or something like that, where you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best way to spool a line. It's a spool line onto a reel. This is the best way to do it. Oh my gosh, get online, share your knowledge, share your new find. Be a part of the group. Be a part of it. Do a YouTube video. Do a quick YouTube video, or just send it to me and I'll do a YouTube video. Send me anything you guys want to. I'll do a YouTube video about it. I want people to be able to search anything in the wonderful world of the outdoors and be able to find it. It'd be cool if they find it on our channel. That'd be fun. But if they find it anywhere, just as a resource, that's it. And when social media is used as a resource for other hunters and anglers and other outdoorsmen, whether it be a stand-up paddleboard, whether it be hiking, whether it's camping, hunting, fishing, doesn't matter. It could be the shooting sports, it could be clay shooting, skeet, whatever. Share your knowledge. Jump on these groups. These groups are fun, by the way. They really are. Yeah. Crawdads. See, here we go again with the Opie and Andy. Man, I gotta head down to Mayberry and get us some crawdads. That's right. I really there was I think it was a minor league team. Yeah, there's got to be a crawdad minor league team. Minor league team names are just off the rails. You remember if you like last week or the week before when we just went off the rails about names of plants and birds? Woo. Yeah, minor league baseball teams are the worst. Oh my gosh. I forget what it is, and I'll look it up and I'll have it for you by Monday. But one is, I'm not kidding. There's a minor league baseball team called the Bunghole Hammers. I'll just leave that there. No, we're not getting dirty. It literally, I don't know if you, so understand this. Let's go back to being nerd here. I'm a nerd. So in a barrel, right? The hole in a barrel, it's called a bunghole. It's been called a bunghole forever. As a matter of fact, wax piece, wax or wood thing, they hammer into it. They hammer it with a bunghole hammer. There you go. I'll show myself out. It's Friday. What do you expect? No, we'll just keep playing here. Anyway, be on social media, be nice. And you know the rules of social media here on the Go Show. Just be cool. Just be nice. I mean, you can climb. Look, this is the outdoors. And I tell a lot of people this about the outdoors. If you don't have tough skin, this really in your hobby. Hunting, fishing is not your hobby. Okay? So if you can't take some ribbing, if you can't handle people looking at you, pointing and laughing because you caught a fish that big, then not for you. And if you're not ready to dish that out to, not for you either. But that's all in good fun. That's all in the game. That's within the rules. Outside of that, just being a jerk on social media, not cool. Not cool. As a matter of fact, go ahead and instant. You want to talk trash, instant message me. If you have something mean to say, instant message me. That's fine. Yeah. What they're on wine barrels. I think they're on every barrel, Lynn. Yeah, I think every barrel has a hole. No, dirt old scum. Yeah, see, this is where it starts to be fun. I told you. Social media, the comments are just cool and fun and joking. It's not just absolutely off the rails. So we'll get to that stuff in a second. It's Friday. Happy Friday to you, by the way. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Playing. It's hot. Holy mackerel, is it hot? So this is just what we get used to. Remember, we just kind of switch our clocks, and we'll talk about this on Monday as well. We just kind of change our clocks around. Yeah, we just kind of we become different types of outdoor creatures during this time. So so we'll get to that on Monday. But just okay, plan on some outdoor stuff. Get up early. The best thing is, one of the best things of the weekend world, even for small business owners like me, the greatest thing is to get up super early, go fishing, go hiking, go do whatever you want, and then just come back and just pass out for an hour or two, and then get back at it. It was funny. I did that last weekend. I went on a hunt, I went on a hike like at 4 or something, like 4:30 in the morning. I got up, went up at 5 o'clock. I was at the trail, and then came back and took a nap, and woke up at it was something like, I think it was like 8 o'clock or something. And it was like I had a whole nother day of the weekend. It was weird. Yeah, that's the Arizona summer for you. You get up early, you take a nap, you wake up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's almost like a 3-day weekend. I'm telling you. Yeah, Eddie. You don't give Eddie a long leash in the comment section. I'll just put it that way. But it is Friday, so let's have some fun, shall we? A little bit earlier in the week, we talked about the bison, and petting those. We call those the fuzzy cows, and people being stupid. So I think that we can feel very comfortable with ending the week with some absolute hilarity. So a guy I found online, which the guy just made me laugh because he said, here's how you survive Yellowstone. Enjoy.
And 6 simple steps to surviving Yellowstone National Park. Step 1, stay the away from bison. Step 2, when it comes to grizzly bears, you're going to want to stay the away. Step 3, if you see an elk, stay the away from it.
Yeah.
Step 4, wolves. Now, that's a whole different program. If you run into wolves, you want to kind of really be quiet when you stay the away.
I think you see a pattern here. I think you really do. I think you do. Just stay away. I love this.
Step 5. Have you ever had your arm ripped off of your body and then, eaten right in front of your face by a moose? You're going to, unless you stay the away from moose. Step 6. If you see a geyser, don't put your face in it.
That's right.
Step 7.
That actually should be self-explanatory, but the funny thing is not. Here's one of the things that always interested me about life, about our society in general, and how many stupid laws we have. And I mean stupid laws that we have on the books. Those laws are laws because somebody did something that stupid, and we had to make it a law not to be able to do it. He or she did something that stupid and probably got away with it because it wasn't illegal at the time. Yeah. Service. Oh yeah. Do not. Yeah. Service animals do not pet. I hear that. All right. Let's get back to this guy here. All right. Here we go.
Do you know the difference between looking at grizzly bear cubs from inside your car and from outside your car? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
Stay the inside your car. And you're going to want to stay on marked trails, take water, be hydrated, only hike with friends, and take bear spray. If you're one of the more than 200 million people that'll visit Yellowstone this year, remember to take the time to enjoy the beauty and wild, majestic splendor that Yellowstone National Park has to offer. But more than that, remember, stay the away from wild animals.
There we go. Ain't nothing wrong with this guy. That is common sense, man. That is common sense on every single level. And it's funny to me how many times we run into each and every year. We run some knucklehead that wants to go, oh, it's a baby and it's lost. It's not lost. Mom's just getting dinner. Mom's probably watching you. Mom knows you're there, especially if you're a bison, fuzzy cow, or if you're a bear. Yeah. Exactly. Mark, I think that it's, I believe it's Ralph Nader that we have to blame for everything like that. The downfall of our society, I think, are warning labels. Because if you if you want to bathe with a toaster and that's your thing, then you shouldn't be in our gene pool. Just saying. Just let life work that out. Mm-hmm. Darwin wasn't dumb. Okay. Well, warning labels, yes. Just dumb. Yeah. Please don't drink the battery acid or the lead acid. No, it's absolutely silly. All right, let's get to some absolute boneheads. Here's a group of parents that thought it was really cool to drive up to the bison, kind of more like a Arizona vibe going on here. They thought it was cool to drive up to the bison and let the kids hang out the window. Check this out. What could go wrong? Oh! Uh-oh. That guy got, is right. That kid got jacked. Watch this. Look, he's hanging with one like an idiot. Smash, not hanging. I don't know if that was the rear view mirror of the kid's arm. Holy mackerel. This really does have a Arizona vibe to it, though. It doesn't it, though? I think it's got a cool little Arizona vibe going on. But yeah. Arizona, by the way, I've never been. And if you are doing nothing in that month, I got to figure out what month. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble now because I forgot the month. Coming up this year, Arizona is putting on a Bear and Beers event. How about it? That's right. And it's going to benefit Wildlife for Tomorrow, which I'm the vice president of Wildlife for Tomorrow, is Arizona Game and Fish Department's 501c3 fundraising arm. So if you want to go support a good cause and check out some cool stuff, get it. But we're not going to be taunting the bears by any stretch. But Arizona, it reminds me of one of my favorite movies of all time, Great Outdoors, with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. If you haven't seen it, please, it still stands up. It's a late 80s, early 90s movie. So there's some cheesy saxophone little love story in the middle of it, but it's dumb. But the rest of it is absolute hilarity. I actually grew up in that lake. That lake was where we spent our summers. That's where my father lived. My parents are divorced, and I'd spend the summers with my father. That's where he was. But there was a scene there where there was kind of a Arizona kind of vibe, and he kept putting candy bars on top of his on top of his Jeep. So yeah. Yeah, don't do that. So don't pet the fuzzy animals. And by the way, don't let your kids hang out the window when bears are around. Arizona. Yeah, don't let your kids hang out the window when bison are around. And then check out this guy. Now, I don't know if the beeping sound is actual big truck equipment or it's actually this giant bison that is a beast. I don't know if it's backing up. You would think that that evolution would make that happen, or God would have made it with a backup sound. But here we go. Yeah, you're dumb, dude. You're dumb. Nope. He said no. Look, the bison just told you no. The bison just shook you off, dude. The bison said, "Yeah, cool idea, bro, but how about no?" Look at this. You're like, nope. Yep. Now I'm going to crush you. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody's surprised all of a sudden. Everybody, all of a sudden, they're surprised. They're surprised that the dude got jacked. Again, let's go to the replay. Shaking him off. No, dude. No. That's when you run. He puts his hand back on him. Yeah, got it. Yeah, the equipment. I know. Yes. Let's see here. All right. But this is, again, we're just having fun on a Friday with some do not pet the fuzzy cows. Then there's this guy. You go to certain parts of the country and there are wildlife, moose, bison, whatever it is, that will cause some traffic jams, will cause some traffic issues. Part and parcel of the whole thing. No big deal. Hang out. You're safe-ish in your car. Kind of, right? This guy decided to go out with the bison and play traffic cop. Okay? This, again, is Darwinism at its finest. Here we go. Okay, look at that thing, by the way.
Come on, Buffalo.
This guy, look at this guy out here, just straight with his little Costco white shoes. This guy is, this guy's straight out of Central Casting right here. Of this Clark W. Griswold moment is brought to you by these. And by the way, remember when white New Balance were like just the cheap Costco shoes? When did those become expensive and cool? Anyway, let's go. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. Look at that bison. It's bigger than the car, that little Ford that's in front of us, a Ford Escape. It's the same size. Oh, this guy. This guy's like, this bison's like, look at this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh,
Bro. Nope. Yep. Okay, good.
Oh, God.
Don't stop. What? He's doing the get out thing. He's trying that noise. Here's a quick way to die. Do that. All right. What the? Look, get him.
I can't watch it.
Yes, you can. We need to watch it. Okay, wait, sister, listen to me. If you're gonna film. Jeez, do a public service. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, God, no. I can't watch it.
Yeah. I was like, I told you, son. Better walk away. Look at this guy trying to flex on this bison that just made him look like a fool in front of everybody. That guy's walking back to his car like just a conquering hero, like he did something. That bison quite literally let that man live. He actually let him live. And if you're checking us out on the podcast, we appreciate you checking out the podcast. Get over to YouTube and check out our channel there, and you can actually see these videos. So, yeah. We have a ton more, by the way. I've just found a treasure trove of stupidity when it comes to the outdoors. Again, and I told you all this several times. We can wrap the week on this. It's fine. But everything in the outdoors wants to kill you. You know, I told my kids I thought they'd be better drivers, but I taught them when I was teaching them how to drive. Well, I guess that's the commonality there. Anyway, the first lesson was everyone else on the road is a blank. We'll just say jerk. Idiot. How about that? Treat everyone else on the road like they're an idiot and they don't know the rules of the road, and you're going to be safe. My kids drive like maniacs, but they're very safe. At least they're defensive. They drive like defensive maniacs. Anyway, the same thing in the outdoors. Treat everything like it's just going to come get you. That like it wants you dead. And in a lot of cases, it does. It does want you dead. Monday, I'm making a note too. I do want to make a note. So we have the Bearizona event. I can promote that because Bearizona was kind enough to put this on and then make us the beneficiary. I just thought the Wildlife for Tomorrow, the beneficiary. I just thought that was really, really cool. I'll be out there. I'd love to see y'all out there. And we'll have a great time. Whole fan bam's going to be out there. Hopefully intern Beans will come down and hopefully intern Nuge, intern Sarah, everybody be out there. So it'd be a good, yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope you had fun on the Go Show today. And we'll see you Monday at 11 o'clock right here on the Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground in the state that we live in. Have a great weekend, everyone.